From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. Well, while the Artemis II crew has been in space for nearly a week, NASA's unmanned Juno spacecraft has been orbiting Jupiter for the past 10 years. During that time, it has studied the huge storms on the planet, such as the Great Red Spot, which is larger than Earth. New data shows that lightning strikes inside Jupiter's atmosphere may be more than 500 times as powerful than on Earth. Lead author Michael Wong, a planetary scientist at UC Berkeley's Space Sciences Laboratory, published the study on March 20th in the journal AGU Advances. In that study, Wong said convection operates a little bit differently on Earth and Jupiter because Jupiter has a hydrogen-dominated atmosphere, so moist air is heavier and harder to bring upward. Almost every spacecraft passing by Jupiter has detected lightning in its atmosphere, and Juno even captured the glow from a bolt of lightning in 2020 in a storm near its North Pole. Wong used data from one of Juno's core instruments, a microwave radiometer, to precisely measure the power of the lightning. In 2021 and 2022, a lull in storms in the northern equatorial belt produced a chance to study 4 single, large, stealth superstorms without the background noise of lightning from the entire belt. Now, what he found was a lot of very strong lightning activity in that superstorm. On August 16th of 2022, Juno detected 613 pulses of microwave radiation coming from the lightning bolts. On Earth, a single lightning bolt releases about 1 gigajoule of energy, but Wong estimates that a Jupiter bolt contains between 500 and 10,000 times more power. Now, why is Jupiter's lightning so much more powerful? Well, Wong says the key difference could be that Jupiter's atmosphere is mostly hydrogen, whereas Earth's is mostly nitrogen. But then again, Jupiter's thunderstorms are more than 60 miles tall, while those on Earth rarely exceed 6 miles. More research on that topic is needed to find the cause. Well, focusing attention back on Earth here and the weather that is going on in the U.S., rain has returned to Florida this week, bringing more than just the usual spotty showers and thunderstorms. The rain will help green up the landscape, reduce wildfire risk, and begin to ease the state's extensive drought. AccuWeather's Brett Anderson said that he and his team of forecasters expects between 1 and 2 inches of rain along the Florida Atlantic coast and across much of South Florida through Thursday, which will be good news for areas under severe to extreme drought. But some locations could see repeating thunderstorms deliver 4 to 6 inches of rain, which may lead to flooding in poor drainage areas. The AccuWeather local Storm Max rainfall forecast for this week is 12 inches. Some parts of Florida have received only a quarter to a third of their average rainfall since January 1st. Nearly 80% of Florida is experiencing the 2 most severe categories of drought, and almost the entire state is affected by at least some level of drought. The state is experiencing its worst drought in 25 years. The most extreme conditions are in the northern counties, where streams and river levels are very low. The severe drought conditions extend into southern Georgia as well. Much of the southeastern U.S. is experiencing conditions ranging from abnormally dry to extreme drought. Since this week's rain will bypass most areas north of Florida, drought conditions will likely worsen amid dry, breezy weather, increasing the risk of wildfires. Conditions are expected to remain mostly dry during the Masters at Augusta National in Georgia, which begins this week. Conditions are expected to remain mostly dry during this year's Masters at Augusta National in Georgia, which gets underway on Thursday. Conditions will be rough along Atlantic beaches much of this week, though, with onshore winds averaging 15 to 30 miles per hour with higher gusts. This long-duration onshore wind event will bring rough surf and dangerous rip currents as many people vacation in the state and locals return to the beaches. Fortunately, the king tides, the highest astronomical tides of the year, do not occur until the 3rd week of the month. A sheriff's deputy and an animal services officer in Florida waded into alligator-infested waters to rescue an injured bald eagle last week. The Martin County Sheriff's Office said the majestic save began as a distressing call from a resident in Palm City's Stewart West cobblestone community. After a bald eagle crash landed in a resident's yard, it tried to take off again, only to crash into a canal known to be home to large alligators. MCSO Corporal William Weiss and Animal Services Officer Shannon McGee waded into the canal without hesitation. As the eagle struggled in the water, it moved farther from shore, but Weiss and McGee worked together to secure the injured eagle and bring it back to shore. A photo shared by the sheriff's office showed officers using large nets in an effort to scoop up the injured bird. Additional photos showed the soaking wet eagle being transported with an apparent wing injury. The sheriff's office said the eagle was taken to a local wildlife hospital, which confirmed a significant wing injury. The eagle was reported to be in stable condition. That's all for now. You can find more regional forecasts and science-based articles at AccuWeather.com. And for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day, be weather aware, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.